Oblivion, for all its charm, had its quirks, and while the incredible remaster looks beautiful and comes with some awesome gameplay improvements, it still carries some of the original DNA from 2006. So today, that's where the modding community steps in. We've got some fantastic quality of life improvements, new player homes that feel genuinely integrated, and even some lore-friendly expansions that make Tamriel feel even more alive. So let's take a look at Oblivion Remastered's first month of new mods. I'd like to give a massive thanks to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video. ExpressVPN is a tunnel between your device and the internet, designed to keep your online activity private and secure. ExpressVPN is a very important tool for anyone that uses the web, as it protects you from hackers and data thieves by wrapping your traffic in an encrypted tunnel, making you a hacker's worst nightmare. I know how important a VPN is from past experience if you was in the Discord, and with a VPN, I'm making sure that never happens again. ExpressVPN lets you unblock content from around the world. Many websites or apps are blocked or restricted depending on where you are located. Netflix, for example, has a different library of TV and movies in each country. By changing your IP address to any of 105 countries, you can watch thousands of new shows on varied streaming services and can even save money by paying lower prices from different countries. Find out how you can get 4 months for free by scanning the QR code on screen, clicking the link in the description box below, or by going to expressvpn.com/burns. Another huge thanks to ExpressVPN for supporting the channel, but without further ado, let's get into the video. First up, let's talk gameplay. Because even with the fresh coat of paint, some of Oblivion's core mechanics can feel a little dated, and nothing says dated like losing your horse in the wilderness after dismounting for about 5 seconds. That's where the horse whistle, summon and follow mod comes in. This is such a simple yet incredibly impactful quality of life mod. No more aimlessly wandering trying to remember where you left Shadowmere. With this, you can get a new power, the horse whistle. Use it when your horse is nearby, and you can tell them to wait or follow. But the real magic? If they're far away, a quick whistle and poof, they're right there, ready for action. It just makes horseback travel so much more convenient and immersive, and a must-have in my opinion. Now, for those of us who have played Oblivion, probably dozens of times, that tutorial dungeon, it's iconic, yes, but after the 5th playthrough, it can feel like a bit of a slog. Enter Alternate Start. This mod is a godsend for veteran players. Instead of waking up in a prison cell and being guided through the sewers by Patrick Stewart, you arrive via ship, ready to forge your own path. You skip the entire tutorial dungeon, letting you jump straight into the heart of Cyrodiil. Just activate a bed in your new starting location and boom, you're good to go. It's perfect for role players looking for a different beginning, or just those of us who know the tutorial like the back of our hand and want to get straight to adventuring. Speaking of adventuring, let's talk combat. Oblivion's combat, while fun, could sometimes feel a little rigid. You commit to an attack, and you're locked in, often leaving you vulnerable. This is where attack cancelling becomes a game changer. This mod does exactly what it says. It allows you to cancel your current attack by blocking. It sounds small, but in practice, it's huge. Whether you're a heavy warrior or a nimble rogue, this mod makes combat feel much more fluid and responsive. And while we're on the subject of combat and looking good, let's talk aesthetics. It's always bothered me a little that when your weapon was sheathed, your shield just disappeared, or floated awkwardly on your arm. Shield on back fixes that. It's a super simple mod, but it really makes a big difference in immersion. When your weapon isn't drawn, your shield now rests neatly on your back. It only affects the player character, so NPCs still do their thing, but for your character, it's a much more natural and visually appealing way to carry your defensive gear. Next up, let's shift gears and talk about locations. For many players, finding a suitable player home is a top priority early on, and if you're looking for convenience and charm right out of the gate, Lakeheart Manor is an excellent choice. Located outside the Imperial city, right near the sewer exit where the game begins, this new player home is perfectly situated for new characters. It's clearly visible and easy to find, offering safe storage for all your precious loot without fear of respawning containers. It's cozy, well designed, and an immediate upgrade from dropping all your gear in a barrel outside the Imperial city. But what if you're a true adventurer, always on the move, and hate fast travelling back to a specific house just to sleep and store a few things? Basic Portable Tent is your solution. This mod has a very small, very basic tent that you can summon anywhere. Just purchase some tent materials from Genesene at Good's new merchandise, drop them on the ground, interact with them while you're sneaking, and boom, instant campsite. It's a tiny place to rest wherever you are, with a simple and luxury options available, letting you truly feel like you're exploring the wilds of Cyrodiil rather than just ping-ponging around between cities. Now, for those who appreciate lore and a bit of history, let's talk about the ruins of Sutch. The city of Sutch was famously cut from original Oblivion. In vanilla Oblivion Remastered, there's still barely signs of its existence, save for the old Fort Sutch. This mod expands upon that, adding more ruins and environmental storytelling to indicate the city's former presence. It doesn't add a fully rebuilt city, but it cleverly expands the existing location with more ruins, making the world feel richer and hinting towards the past of a once great settlement. It's a subtle but powerful addition to the lore enthusiasts. For mages among us or anyone looking for a unique magical dwelling, the Niben River house is a fantastic option. This new mage tower is located north of Leowin, and is absolutely perfect for any aspiring mage. It comes packed with multiple themed containers for potions, armory, ingredients, food stuff, and soul gems. You'll also find magic altars, an alien well for replenishing your magicka, and even a garden full of ingredients to gather. It's beautifully designed, feels genuinely integrated into the world, and provides everything a mage could possibly need for their studies and enchantments. And if you want to kick off your adventure with a bit more style, or just have a truly unique player home, look no further than Captain's Rest, player-owned ship. This mod adds a fully explorable player ship, docked right beside the sewer exit. The captain's quarters are cozy with a bed to sleep in, 4 chests for storage, and even spell and enchantment altars. The entire boat is explorable, with 2 storage chests on the deck and even a bedroll for sleeping under the stairs. Plus, there is some hidden lore to discover about the previous captain. It's an incredible player home for those who dream of life upon the open waters of Cyrodiil. Next up, for those who prefer something more humble, but equally charming, we have Ellie's Waterfront Shack Overhaul. This tiny shack in the Imperial City Waterfront district is often overlooked, but this mod completely transforms it. It overhauls the interior, adding more storage, beautiful clutter, a small garden, and incredibly cozy decor. It takes a small, basic dwelling and turns it into a genuinely inviting and functional player home, perfect for a humble adventurer or a thief looking for a quiet hideout in the city. And finally, for those of you who appreciate the eccentric side of Oblivion, we have Sheogorath's Stump. This mod adds your very own personal brain root stump. Yes, a mushroomish house, located on an island in the Niben Bay, just west of Breville. It's perfect for hermits and, well, stump lovers. It comes with multiple containers and displays, magic altars, an alien well, and even a Sheogorath statue. And of course, what would a Sheogorath themed home be without cheese? Plus, it has an interior garden. It's quirky, unique, and perfectly captures the spirit of the Prince of Madness. If you want a player home that stands out, this is it. If you fancy a more fixer-upper kind of place, or perhaps a hidden gem for a rogue or Dark Brotherhood assassin, then the Abandoned House player home in Cheydinhall is perfect. This mod completely furnishes the previously empty abandoned house, kitting it out with everything you need: spell and enchantment altars, plenty of safe storage, a comfortable bed, and even some starter weapons and armor. And overall is just an incredibly practical player home, perfect for getting up to all sorts of mischief in the eastern part of Cyrodiil. For those who prefer a more secluded retreat, Wither's Lodge is a fantastic new player home nestled near Applewatch. This place is absolutely rammed full of amenities: a stable for your trusty steed, a cozy bed, a full kitchen, living room, a garden for all your alchemical needs, a bathroom, and an all-important safe storage. Plus you've got spell and enchantment stations, a dedicated alchemy room, and a basement armory. This is a great addition to any player's playthrough and just adds a great new player home that you can call your home base as you travel across Cyrodiil. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of looking good and staying safe. The Oblivion Remaster has done wonders for the look of existing gear, but the modding scene is adding some even more options, as always. First up, Hooded Outlaws. This mod is excellent for adding more variety for bandits and highwaymen that you encounter. It equips them with new, visually distinct hooded outfits, making them feel more like proper, organised groups of ruffians, rather than just generic baddies. It adds a great deal of atmosphere and makes those roadside encounters a bit more memorable. Ever wanted to enforce the lore of Cyrodiil yourself? Or maybe just look the part? The playable Imperial watch armor adds exactly what it says on the tin. It makes the iconic Imperial watch armor fully playable, so you can strut around the Imperial City looking like a proper guard, or disguising as one if you're role-playing a thief. For those who appreciate the classic fantasy flair, the Breton hero armor is a fantastic choice. This mod introduces a new, unique set of armor that perfectly suits a valiant Breton adventurer, sneak archer dude. Obviously styled after the one made in ESO. It's well designed, lore friendly, and really stands out without feeling out of place in Oblivion's world. Speaking of iconic gear, we all know Umbra. and Umbra 4K gives this legendary blade the high definition treatment it deserves. It's a stunning 4K retexture that really makes Umbra pop, bringing out all the intricate details and making it look truly formidable. In the same vein, if you're leaning towards a dark, more imposing aesthetic for your character, the Dark Holy Armor is right up your street, perfect for a corrupted knight or a dark paladin, or simply someone who appreciates a more foreboding appearance. And for those who embrace the knight, the Vampiric One-Handers mod adds some seriously cool new weapons. These unique one-handed weapons are designed with a vampiric theme, perfect for characters embracing their blood-sucking tendencies. They're stylish, deadly, and fit right in with a more sinister playstyle. Now let's talk about visuals, beyond just armor. The remaster has done a phenomenal job, but the community is always pushing things further, especially when it comes to textures. Starting with the character faces, Young Textures Revamped offers a retexture for the young versions of the character faces across all races, with the exception of Khajiit and Argonians. It cleans them up and makes them look much more refined, ensuring your fresh-faced adventurers look the part. Following that, we have realistic high-quality skin. It's a good little mod for improving the overall body details from head to toe, for both male and female characters. Again, it affects all races apart from Argonians and Khajiits. Crucially, it has zero performance impact. Using 1K textures, it just makes characters look a little more gritty and a bit more realistic. Next up is the Eyebrow Retexture mod. It's a simple yet effective retexture for all eyebrows across all characters. It makes them look much more natural and less blurry. Next in the vein of textures, we have the Silver Elven Armor and Weapons mod. This recolors the standard Elven gear to a sleek silver, offering a choice of royal blue or black accents. It also includes optional files to match your horse armor, giving your character and steed a truly cohesive and striking look that sets it apart from the typical gold elven style that Elder Scrolls is usually known for. For those who appreciate a bit of character and individuality, Freckles Remastered offers several replacers for freckle textures, making them less blurry and more defined. It's a small detail, but it can really make a big difference in personalizing your character and giving them a unique look. The Shrouded armor is iconic for any assassin, so the Dark Brotherhood Shrouded armor retexture provides a complete 4K retexture for both the armor and hood with several color variants: red, black, purple, ranger green, and even a vanilla style, with narrow or wide trim options, allowing you to choose the perfect look for your shadowy operative. The standard Orcish armor is decent, but sometimes you just want something a bit more menacing. Darker Orcish armor and shield does exactly what it says, making the Orcish armor and shield a deeper, more imposing shade, really altering the feel of the set and providing a more intimidating and rough look to wearing Orcish armor. For our Argonian friends, Argonian Faces Redone is a crucial mod. It changes the Argonian face base mesh to fix some of the more unusual proportions and brings their face features closer to the more pleasing Skyrim face shape, which is more like a typical lizard rather than a crocodile or dragon. If you want to stick to the more Elder Scrolls style of Argonians, it's a much needed visual upgrade for those reptilian folk. Moving to Dwarven gear, Bronze Dwarven armor and weapons changes the usual golden hue of Dwarven armor and its weapons to a rich bronze. It's a tasteful recolor that gives the gear a much more grounded and ancient feel, rather than it looking a bit otherworldly. And for fans of the Thieves Guild, Grey Fox Faded Leather is a subtle but effective retexture. It changes the standard leather armor to a faded grey, matching the Grey Fox's signature cowl, making it perfect for blending in with the shadowy underbelly of Cyrodiil. Finally, for armor, the Dark Crusader armor recolors the Divine Crusader and weapons to be a corrupted Dark Crusader look. It comes in two variants, a full black or black with gold trim, perfect for a fallen hero, a Crusader Oathbreaker, or someone who just walked a very morally ambiguous path. Animations can really bring your character to life, and these next mods offer some welcome changes. The base sprint animation in Oblivion Remastered can look a bit odd. Alternative Sprint changes this to a quicker, more upright sprint animation. It makes traversing Cyrodiil feel a lot more natural and dynamic. For female characters, the Female Locomotion Replacer Unique Walk and Run mod adds unique female locomotion, as it says in the title. It provides distinct walk and run animations that are much more graceful and fitting, making female characters feel more unique in their movement. Next up, we have the Simple Faster Horses mod. This is a straightforward mod that does exactly what it says. It makes horses faster. If you're tired of long journeys, this is a simple, effective solution. And that's really all there is to say about it. Now for a proper companion. Meet Clancy, the simple dog follower. This mod introduces a happy, fearsome dog that will accompany you on your travels. You can tell him to follow or wait with simple activations, and even has a note from his late owner for some lore. Clancy generally forgives accidental hits, but will get angry if you hit him too many times, though you can calm him down. He's a loyal companion, but won't help you if you decide to attack innocents, which is a nice touch. You can find Clancy near the ruins of Seir Tatar, behind the Clavica's Vile Shrine. And finally, in the world of creatures, a rather charming addition, sheep. This mod adds dynamic sheep flocks in places where it makes sense, like pastures and rural areas. It really makes the countryside feel more lived in and natural. To us Elder Scrolls modders, improving the look and variety of characters, both player and NPCs, is always a priority. Colovian Cuts, Hairstyle with Physics, is a fantastic mod that adds 4 longer hairstyles for female characters, complete with Physics. It swaps out the default short bangs plus braided buns hairstyle with new edited ones, a half up, half down casual bun, a low ponytail with bangs, a high ponytail with tucked strands, and a straight long loose style. This adds a much needed variety and style to female characters' appearances, and is definitely an improvement upon the base game's meshes. Next, to make the world feel more authentic, Guards Revised redistributes armor and weapons across all of Oblivion City Guards. This gives them a much more distinct looks and sensible positions, making each city guard feel unique rather than just a homogeneous group. It's a great mod for adding immersion to the urban environments. And there you have it, just a handful of incredible mods available for Oblivion Remastered that can truly transform your experience, from quality of life improvements that make the game feel more modern, to new locations that expand the already vast world of Cyrodiil. The modding community continues to breathe life into this beloved classic, and I can't wait to see what the coming months have in store. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.